After a back-breaking loss last night, the Clams return home looking for revenge against a familiar opponent. The Norfolk Redbirds come to historic Hicks Field as the Clams are in search of their 14th win of the season. Hello everyone, I'm Jacob Smedley. Glad to be with you right here at historic Hicks Field. The Edenton Steamers 13-5 taking on the Norfolk Redbirds 0-3-1 on the season. The Clams return home after a heartbreaking 10-9 loss at East Clayton Community Park last night in a non-PCL game against the Clayton Clovers. The Clams held a 5-1 lead in that ball game that fell by the wayside, and they gave up 9 runs in the final 3 innings to lose the ball game. Tonight, Luke Dilda will take the hill against Kyle Sparks for the Redbirds. Players out on the field will turn it over for the playing of our national anthem.
Issue of the Daily Advance or visit dailyadvance.com. We ask you this time if you will please stand. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem, tonight being performed by Autumn Davenport.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed? Lights last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Steamers Redbirds is next on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Luke Dilda finishing his warm-up tosses. Let's see who the Redbirds are running out there tonight. Leading off, the right fielder, number 4, Ryan Terrell. Batting second, the left fielder, number 18, Ty James. Batting third, the third baseman, number 12, Cole Gifford. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 24, Xavier Martin, had 4 hits in his last 2 ball games, including a home run right here in the last matchup between the two clubs. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 2, Aiden Cunningham. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Sean Davis Cherry. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 15, Chase James. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 11, Camden Richardson. Batting ninth, the extra hitter, number 22, Jackson Powell. And batting 10th, the designated hitter, number 21, Tyree Claxton. And on the mound for the Steamers is left-hander Luke Dilda. In his 7th appearance of the season, his 2nd start. And the first pitch is low and away, ball 1-1 underway here in the 19th game of the Steamers season. As mentioned, 13-5 coming into the ball game, and the 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. It's 1-1 to Ryan Terrell from Williamsburg, Virginia, and Walsingham Academy. And the 1-1 pitch from Dilda is high, 2-1. Steamers with the 10-9 loss against the Clayton Clovers last night, a game which they led 5-1 through the first 5 innings. And the 2-1, a big cut and a miss. It's 2-2. Dilda on the hill, featuring a fastball breaking pitch. Steamers in that game last night, giving up 9 runs in the last 3 innings, and the 2-2 pitch is high and away. Dropped their second exhibition contest of the season. The Redbirds coming in with a record of 0-3-1. Haven't played a game since June 17th. The ball just outside, and over to first base is Terrell. Terrell reaches, and now due up Ty James, and let's see who's in the field for the Clams. Around the outfield, Paulson, Paget, Halstead, Garza, Knowles, Myers, Abbott, and Macon Winslow behind the plate, behind lefty Luke Dilda. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Umpires for tonight's game behind the plate is Rodney Boykin. Around the bases are Mike Lloyd and Eric Byram. Dilda throw over, back is Terrell. Dilda, his second start. He started against the Carolina Disco Turkeys a few appearances ago. In an inning and a third, gave up 4 runs in that ballgame. The biggest concern for Dilda, many Steamers pitchers, the walks. 129 through the first 18 games. In the 0-1, fly ball, left field, it's shallow, giving way to the left fielder Paulson, who comes in and makes the catches. Knowles. And there's one away here in the first. Let's take a look on Dilda so far this season. The left-hander, 6'4" from Barton College, 1-1 with a 9.58 ERA. Last time out against the Redbirds, he came in relief, pitched an inning, didn't allow a run, didn't allow a hit. Went on with 1 out. And the first pitch is wide to the third baseman, Colin Gifford. Gifford, so far this season, been struggling lately. Only 1 hit in 10 at-bats, a 100 average. 357 OBP, though. A throw over and back is Terrell. Gifford a hit, a single, a run scored, a handful of walks, 3 strikeouts, and the 1-0 pitch to him. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Little change up there from Dilda. Last night, Ethan Levy making the start for the Clams against the Clovers. Went 3 innings. 1 unearned run on an error by Knowles at short. Another throw over. Terrell is back and just in there. Problem again with the Clam. Levy walked. Didn't give up a hit, but came out after 3. Ruben Costin solid in relief, but his 3rd inning of work, walked 3, and the floodgates open. And the 1-1 pitch is high. It's 2-1. Second matchup between the teams so far this season. The Clams, as the Chowan County Cantaloupe throw over. Terrell is back again. Took down the Redbirds 8-4 on June the 14th. Final day of June, as the calendar turns tomorrow over to July. The 2-1 pitch from Dilda. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Addition with the struggles with the walks. The strikeouts have been there as well for the Steamers left-hander from Barton College. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and another throw over the tag, and not in time. Dilda 10 strikeouts, only allowed 6 hits. It's the fewest from any. Terrell takes off, ball high. Winslow throw to second is not in time. A stolen base by Terrell, who's out at second base. And the count is now full. Terrell, his third stolen base so far on the early season for the Redbirds. Going to be playing a lot of games in July after being off a few weeks. The 3-2 is fouled off. A few games against the fellow Virginia squad, the Sea Dogs, who the Clams took care of business the other night. Played a few games against the Scallywags as well. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Dilda. High, ball 4, second walk of the inning for Luke Dilda to put runners on first and second. For the catcher, number 24, Xavier Martin. As mentioned, going back to Dilda, all of the walks, now 22 free passes. He's only given up 6 hits, which is the fewest among Clams pitchers with at least 10 innings pitched. Martin, the first pitch to him's fouled straight back. So far on the year, Xavier Martin, a home run, 3 RBIs, 5 hits, 4 singles, 385 average. He had a home run in the last matchup between these two teams. He's behind in the count, 0-1 in the pitch. Swinging a fly ball, left side of the infield. Garza, Knowles giving chase. Garza over by the bullpen, and he cannot come up with it. And it falls, and it's 0-2. Ty Garza. Nate Paulson running over as well. Garza, a rough night in the field last night. Really, him and Knowles on the left side of the infield. Knowles, an error in the first inning, allowed a run to score. And then Garza, an error late in the game that allowed the Clovers to explode. 5 runs in the 7th inning. No balls, 2 strikes. To the catcher from West WVU Tech. And the 0-2 is low. It's 1-2. Was the extra hitter the last time these two teams played. Now the catcher tonight from Yorktown, Virginia. Down in the count, 1-2. Runners on first and second with 1 out here in the first. And the pitch inside, and it hit him. Hit by pitch. And the bases are loaded without a base hit. Bases loaded, 1 out here in the first, and now Aiden Cunningham, the second baseman, coming up to the dish. 2 walks and a hit batter for Dilda. 17 first inning runs allowed for the Clams this season. 2 a few nights ago to the Sea Dogs, 1 last night to the Clovers, and the first pitch to Cunningham is inside. And a lot of it has been walks in the first inning by the starters. Bases loaded. Dilda looking to get out of an early jam, and the 1-0 pitch swung on, grounded foul. On the first baseline, Cunningham so far on the year, his 5th game, 13 at-bats, 14th at the plate here. 385 average, 5 hits, tied for the team lead, 4 singles, a double, and an RBI in the 1-1. Low, good stop by Winslow behind the plate, and the count goes to 2-1 with 1 out. Redbirds looking for an early lead here in the first. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Dilda hitting Martin on a 1-2 pitch. Now with 2 strikes here against Cunningham, the second baseman and the 5th man to bat here in the first inning. Cunningham looking for more RBI. The 2-2. Swung on, flied, foul. Over towards the concession stand. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The calendar turns over to July. The All-Star game coming up next Thursday at Coy Tillett Field in the Outer Banks. Steamers will send 3 pitchers and 4 position players. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back. Third foul ball from Cunningham to keep the at-bat alive. A few names thrown around as well. You got Chandler Padgett, John Horton, the way they've been pitching as potential all-star representatives. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the next pitch from Dilda. Swung on, grounded over to third. Garza picks it, tags the bag, and that's all he will get. An athletic play over at third base by Ty Garza. A run comes in Terrell, and the Redbirds take an early 1-0 lead on the fielder's choice. RBI, fielder's choice from Aiden Cunningham, and now the center fielder, number 1, Sean Cherry. High hop. Garza looked to first base, couldn't throw it. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Not a hit yet, and already a run across. And the first pitch to Cherry is high ball 1-0. Cherry in at center field today, his 5th game. .067 average. He has 1 hit. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. High, and the count goes to 2-0. Cherry from Chesapeake, Virginia. 2 balls, 2 outs. Redbirds looking for more, and the 2-1 pitch is 2-0 pitch is high. It's now 3-0. On Davis Cherry in his 5th ball game of the season. Came in the game on the 14th. And 4 at-bats, got a base knock. And the 3-0 pitch. Swinging a foul, straight back. Swinging away, and 3-0. On deck is Chase James if it gets to him. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Redbirds and Steamers. 1-0 lead already for the Redbirds. And the 3-1 inside, ball 4. Another walk in the inning for Dilda, and the bases are reloaded. And now the 7th man coming up to the dish will be first baseman Chase James. And pitching coach Cody Johnson is going to go out to talk with Luke Dilda with the bases loaded and 2 outs and a run across. Steamers have had success against the River Bandits in recent games. 4 straight wins dating back to the 2022 season. June 19th to be exact. Started the winning ways. Won 3 straight to end the season and won the first matchup between the teams. The 2 ball clubs will play one more time on July 19th right here at historic Hicks Field. The final game in June. Steamers looking to go 14-5 with a handful of postponements. 5 in the month. Conversation on the mound is over from Cody Johnson, the Clams pitching coach. And the bases are still loaded for the first baseman, Chase James. And the first pitch to James. Low and away, ball 1, it's 1-0. James coming into the game, 455 batting average as he takes the 1-0 in there for a strike. 11 at-bats, it's his 4th game. 5 hits, all singles. He has an RBI, a walk, 3 strikeouts, and the 1-1. Low and away, good stop by Winslow, and it's now 2-1. Need 1 out to get out of the inning and limit any more trouble. 4 walks already for Dilda. And an RBI fielder's choice. And the 2-1 pitch to James. On the outside corner for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And for the 3rd batter this inning, Dilda is a strike away from retiring a Redbird. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch. Swinging a foul off. Means 2-2. Balls, 2 strikes to James. Virginia Wesleyan College, Virginia Beach, Virginia native. And the 2-2. Low and away, gets by Winslow. Martin stops and retreats. All runners retreat. Ball that was spiked in the dirt. Martin could have easily scored from third, hesitated. And now the count is 4, 2 outs. Just spiked in the dirt. Gone outside to the Redbirds' first baseman. Hasn't thrown a pitch on the inner half. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. All runners go, and the pitch is high. Ball 4. Another run comes in for Norfolk. 2 runs in the first inning as the troubles in the first inning for Steamers pitching continues. 2 runs on no hits, and the bases remain loaded for Camden Richardson, the shortstop, number 11, from Gloucester, Virginia, with the bases loaded, and the pitch low. Another stop by Winslow. It's 1-0. 5 walks in the inning for Luke Dilda as the bullpen continues to warm. And the 1-0 pitch on the inside corner. It's 1-1. Redbirds already giving lefty Kyle Sparks an early 2-0 lead. And the 1-1 from Dilda, looking to get out of this frame and throw that one high. It's 2-1, high and inside. And Coach Justin Hill quickly out of the dugout, motions to the bullpen, and that is it for Luke Dilda. Retires 2 Redbirds, leaves the bases loaded with 2 runs across. We got a pitching change at historic Hicks Field. The Redbirds lead it 2-0. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 2 remaining fireworks shows scheduled for this summer. You can catch these shows on Saturday, July 2nd and Saturday, July 29th. Mark your calendars and we will see you at the ballpark. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Feral Gas. For easy and reliable service, Feral Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at feralgas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com.
Hi, my name is Ben Balsis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Ben. You're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the official home of the Clams. Edenton Steamers YouTube page. Jacob Smedley, glad to be with you. Another early pitching change for the Clams. For the 3rd time this season, a Clam starter has not been able to get through 2 innings. Today, Luke Dilda records just 2 outs in the top of the first inning, and new pitcher on the mound is a local kid, Hank Downham, in his 4th game of the season, his 5th game of the season, 5 innings pitched so far, an 0-1 record, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, a 5.40 earned run average. He comes in a 2-1 count with 2 outs. Quick out of the dugout was head coach Justin Hill. Another 2 outs. Another start for the Clams pitching that does not get through 2 innings. Ruben Costin couldn't get through the first inning a few ball games ago. Bo Stewart as well, and now Hank Downham looking to provide some length here in the early going. 2 runs across here in the first frame. No hits for the Redbirds. An RBI fielder's choice, a walk with the bases loaded. 5 walks, a hit batter here in the first inning. And Cunningham and Richardson, back in the box. 2-1 count, 2 outs. And the pitch outside. Winslow throw to first. Safe in there over at first base. Back at first is James creeping off the bag. And now the count's 3-1 to Richardson. 3 balls, 1 strike. Clams looking to just get out of the first inning here. And the pitch from Downham. Outside, ball 4. Downham comes in, delivers a few balls outside the zone in a 2-1 count, brings in the 3rd Redbirds run here in the first inning. And now the number 9 hitter, the extra hitter, Jackson Powell, to the dish. Now 3 runs given up from Dilda. Still no ball in play other than the fielder's choice, and the first pitch to Powell is outside. 6 walks in the inning now for the Redbirds. 5, excuse me. A run, fielder's choice, a hit batter, 5 and a hit batter. And the 1-0 pitch on the outside corner, it's 1-1. Downham has come in different roles so far this season, but mostly late in ball games. Pitched against Norfolk before, came in to close the 8-4 victory, gave up a home run in that game, and delivers the 1-1 low and away. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 3-0 Redbirds advantage. They've been walking around the base paths here in the early going. And the 2-1 pitch to Powell. Swung on, fly ball, right center field. Halstead on the run, and he'll make the catch to put an end to the top half of the first inning. 3-run score on no hits. And the Redbirds take an early 3-0 advantage. Steamers looking to respond. We go to the bottom half of the first inning. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Redbirds starter Kyle Sparks finishing up his warm-up tosses. Let's see how the Steamers line him up tonight. Leading off, the second baseman, number 3, Luke Myers. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 22, Ryan Kay. 3 hits last night for Kay. Macon Winslow batting third. The catcher, number 24, Tanner Knowles, in the cleanup spot tonight for the first time this season. Number 8 batting fifth. The center fielder, number 16, Drifton Paget. Batting seventh, the extra hitter, number 9, Tyler Overitis. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 12, Davis Halstead. 2 for 4 in his last game for the Cantaloupes here at historic Hicks Field. Tate Abbott, Nate Paulson, and Ty Garza rounding out the lineup for the Clams against left-hander Kyle Sparks in his 3rd game of the season. And the first pitch to Myers is inside. It's 1-0. Luke Myers stepping up to this. Sparks, 7 innings, 2 games. He pitched 5 innings against the Outer Banks his first time out. And the 1-0 pitch is low, 2-0. Didn't give up a run, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts in that game. And came in for a few innings against the Tri-City Chili Peppers, gave up 3 runs. And the 2-0 pitch is in there for a strike, 3 runs, a walk, no strikeouts, 3 hits. So 3 earned run average, the most innings pitched out of any Redbird through their first 4 games. 2-1 pitch to Myers is in there. It's 2-2. Luke Myers so far on the season Has played the most games out of any Clem, 18 games, 267 average with 16 hits, and the 2-2. Swung on, fly ball into right field, coming in, a diving catch out in right. Ryan Towell laying out forward and making a phenomenal catch to deny Myers of a base hit. Sharp fly ball for Myers and Ryan Towell covering ground. And now Ryan Kay stepping up to the dish. 16 hits. Tied for second on the team. 327 average. And the first pitch to him is high outside. Kay reaching 5 times last night in the loss against Clayton. Started the game 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Had a walk, a hit batter. And the 1-0 was fouled off. Last week's hitter of the week. This week, Giomar Santana taking home the honors. Batting .357 over the last 4 games. But Kay continuing to stay hot. And the 1-1 to the West Virginia State Yellow Jacket. That one fly ball to center. Cherry venturing back just in front of the warning track. He makes the catch for out number 2. Hit it hard. 2 plays by the outfield, and there's 2 outs for Macon Winslow. Almost an exact opposite of the top half of the first inning. So far, 2 quick outs for Sparks on the mound for Norfolk. And now Macon Winslow, the catcher. 16th game, 54 at-bats, 17 hits, a .315 average, 5 doubles, a home run, and 12 RBIs. And the first pitch to him is a breaking ball in there for a strike. Sparks on the mound, featuring a fastball, a breaking pitch. And he gets it, and he's ready to go. And the 0-1 is low, ball 1. Let's take a look at how the Redbirds field behind him. James Cherry Terrell, Gifford, Richardson, Cunningham, James, and Martin behind the dish. Excellent play by Terrell out in right field. The 1-1 is in and out of the glove of Martin. Almost a few changes out there in the field for the Redbirds from the last time. Howlett was behind the plate. Markley was in center field. Bell was around in left field. And the 2-1 pitch outside. A few changes from head coach Sean Montgomery. 6 seasons at Christopher Newport. 3 balls and 1 strike to the Steamers catcher Winslow. And the pitch outside, ball 4, and a 2-out walk for the Clams. Puts a base runner on. Now the 6th walk by either side in the first inning. 5 to the Redbirds. And now 1 for the Clams. And now the shortstop Tanner Knowles in his 3rd game. 4th game, excuse me. 7 at-bats, .429 average. 1 RBI, 3 hits. He came out of last night's game later on. Ben Bausis came in to pitch hit for him late. And the first pitch for him low. Really okay. Just for speed purposes, trying to switch it up on the infield. Struggled in the field to start. Going to do some damage here at the plate. And the 1-0 pitch outside, throw down. Winslow is safe. Bit of revenge there for Martin behind the dish after Winslow made a few throws in the top half of the first. But Winslow gets back. And the count is 2-0. 3 straight pitches out of the zone for the left-hander Sparks. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Tanner Knowles from Perry, Georgia. From the University of Georgia, the Georgia Bulldogs. Redshirted his freshman season. Batted .409 as a senior at Perry High School. He's ahead in the count, 2-1. And the pitch from Sparks. Low, it's 3-1. Sparks set to attend Virginia Wesleyan University. Pitches from the left side and also plays outfield. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And the pitch to Knowles. Outside, ball 4, and back-to-back 2-out walks. And the Clams have something cooking with 2 outs in the first. And center fielder Drifton Paget to the plate. Paget familiar with the free pass. He walked 3 times last night in the loss to Clayton, scored a run. Comes into the game. 16th game of the season, 43 at-bats, 233 average. 2 doubles, 5 RBIs, a home run. Been struggling as of late at the dish, and the first pitch to him is on the outside corner for a strike. Hasn't gotten a hit in his last 5 games. Just starting the season strong. We're going to get him going. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 straight walks. And the pitch from Sparks. On the inside corner, quickly ahead 0-2 to the Clam center fielder from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. No balls, 2 strikes. Paulson in center field a few nights ago. Paget got the start last night against the Clovers. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch from Sparks. Low and in, it's 1-2. Coach O moving around his outfield so far this season. Really Ryan Kay has been the only one that played just his position. Of course, we got Ellison as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes in the pitch. Outside, just missed. A few Redbirds thought it was strike 3. But not home plate umpire Rodney Boykin. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, 3-0 ball game with the Redbirds in front. And the pitch from Sparks, low and in, another good take from Paget on the curveball from Sparks, and the count is full with 2 outs. Both runners will be off. Overitis is on deck. The extra hitter for the Clams tonight if it gets to him. Looking to get a run back here in the bottom half in a 3-0 ball game. Both runners take off, and the pitch fly to center field. Running in is Cherry. Cherry sprinting in, and he comes and makes the catch just outside of short. And the Clams strand 2 runners in the first inning. We go to the second. The Redbirds lead the Steamers 3-0. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting one more youth baseball camp this summer. The final camp dates this year are July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 2 remaining fireworks shows scheduled for this summer. You can catch these shows on Saturday, July 2nd and Saturday, July 29th. Mark your calendars and we will see you at the ballpark.
Hey, I'm Ryan Kay. You're watching Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers Baseball YouTube.
Welcome back. Top half of the second inning and a 3-0 Norfolk lead. 10-1-2. Claxton, Terrell, and James against Hank Downham out for his first full inning of work at the final out in the top half of the first inning. Redbirds lead it 3-0. Last night in the PCL, a big win again for the Outer Banks Scallywags, who have been on fire as of late. On 5 out of their last 6 games, the only loss coming to the Steamers. The 2 teams will match up again tomorrow night. Tyree Claxton in there at the plate. 4th game of the season, .429 average. This is his 8th plate appearance, and he takes the first pitch outside. It's 1-0. 1 ball. No strikes to Claxton. 556 OBP, and the 1-0 is on the inside corner for a strike. 3 hits, all singles. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. to Claxton. Set to attend the College of Southern Maryland in the fall. The 1-1 pitch is outside. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Inside, 3-1. The only other PCL team in action tonight, the Tarboro River Bandits, playing host to the Fuquay Varina Twins. 3 balls and 1 strike, and the pitch from Downham. Swing and a miss. The count is full. Claxton from Carrollton, Virginia. High school at Naismouth Suffolk Academy. 38 games played, 294 average. 18 runs, 20 hits, and the 3-2 swing and a miss. He struck him out. High fastball from Downham, out number 1 here in the second. And the first strikeout from Steamers pitching tonight. And now Ryan Terrell up for the second plate appearance, and now 2 innings. He walked to lead off the first, came around to score, and made a phenomenal play in the bottom half of the first inning to deny a hit from Luke Myers, and the first pitch to him is fouled off. Terrell, a late entrant into the Redbirds roster this season, did not play in the first matchup between the 2 teams a few weeks ago. And the 0-1 on the inside corner for a strike. Ryan Terrell, 2 hits. Just his 3rd game of the season. Redbirds have played 4 so far. Started the year with a 3-3 tie against the Scallywags as the 0-1 pitch is high, 1-2. Since then, lost to the Chili Peppers 12-0. They fell right here to the Cantaloupes 8-4 on Wednesday. Fell 8-1 against the Scallywags the next day. 1-2 pitch grounded to short. Knowles on 1 hop. Tough play to first, and he won't get him. Infield single for Ryan Terrell. The first hit from either side. Tough play from Knowles. The ball died out at shortstop. And now there's 1 out. Bad hop, and now Ty James up. Had a few hits in the last matchup between the teams, coming into the year with a .200 batting average. And the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Terrell already with a stolen base in the ball game. Took a bag in the first inning. 1 ball, no balls, 1 strike. Downham a throw over. Terrell is back at first. So far on the year, Clams pitching has allowed 33 stolen bases coming in. The 0-1 is in there for a strike. It's 0-2. Downham coming in and throwing strikes. Here out of the bullpen. 3-0 ball game. Just 1 Redbird hit. And the 0-2 pitch off and running is Terrell, and fouled off. Terrell will retreat back to first. 3 pitchers have allowed at least 5 stolen bases. Costin, Stewart, Loveday. Doda allowing his first steal in the first inning to Terrell at first. Downham a throw over. Terrell dives back. Ty James set to attend Virginia Wesleyan University in the fall, and the 0-2 pitch is outside. It's 1-2. Has played right field. He's in left field today. 1 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Downham looking for a double play out there on the hill. Terrell goes and stops. Ball is delivered high. Winslow ready to throw down to second. Winslow behind the plate. What is believed to be his last game as a Clan. The draft coming up, set to attend Duke University. The 2-2 Swung on, grounded on the infield to short. Knowles, one play to second. Myers, the throw to first is in time, a double play. 6-4-3 to wrap up the top half of the second. Downham rolls the DP. We go to the bottom half of the second. The Redbirds lead it 3-0. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Welcome back, bottom half of the second inning. Tyler Overitis to lead it off for the Clams. 6-7-8, Overitis, Halstead, and Tate Abbott against Kyle Sparks in his second inning of work. And the pitch is outside. It's 1-0. Tyler Overitis so far, his 15th game, playing last night's ball game. 41 at-bats, 195 batting average, and the 1-0 pitch swung on line foul. Over towards the concession stand, the netting over there. One home run. Home run came right here against the Redbirds. The Chowan County Cantaloupes in that 8-4 victory. 3 home runs in that ball game for both sides. The 1-1 pitch on the inside corner for a strike. Martin hitting one. Sean Davis, Cherry as well. Overitis getting one in that ball game. Rams looking for their first hit. They're down 3-0, and the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball. Nice stop behind the plate by Martin. 2-2. Davis Halstead waiting on deck. He's had a resurgence as of late. Overitis gonna get it going. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to him. Swung on, popped in the air on the infield. James over there, he marches in and he makes the catch for out number 1. 1 out. Here in the second. And now Davis Halstead coming up. Davis Halstead 2 for 4 with 4 RBIs. In his last game here on Wednesday night, the Chowan County Cantaloupes took down the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs 9-4. Halstead 4 RBIs. He had an RBI double. And the first pitch to him is low and in. Now batting 200 on the year, 6 hits. He's hitting 2 straight games, a double, 5 RBIs. And second on the team in stolen bases with 4. The outfielder from Edenton hoping to turn it on as the calendar turns to July. The 1-0 pitch is high, 2-0. Rams a little homestand here, leading into the All-Star break against the Redbirds tonight. Outer Banks tomorrow, and the River Bandits on Sunday as the 2-0 pitch is low. A lot of PCL games at the River Bandits Monday. And then another home game, another home Wednesday against the Sea Dogs on the 5th. The 3-0 in there. It's 3-1. Halstead so far this season as well done a great job working the walks. 13 walks and hit batters this year. And the 3-1 to him. on the outside corner, called a strike. Halstead ready to toss the bat there. And the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Sparks, with Abbott on deck. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Another strikeout for Sparks, his second, and there's now 2 away here in the second inning. Right over top of the breaking pitch, and now Tate Abbott stepping up. 15th game, 49 at-bats, 224 average. It's been a struggle at the plate for the returner from Catawba Valley Community College. A home run, 11 RBIs, and the first pitch to him is a breaking ball in there for a strike. And a moment last night for Abbott came in the 9th inning. Clams down a run with runners on the corners to face his teammate at Catawba Valley, Matthew Hall, on the mound. Hall getting the better of Abbott, a double play, and that limited the Steamers' rally. 0-1 pitch from Sparks is high, 1-1. Both first basemen have been struggling for the Clams. Abbott's batting .224 and Gabe Kirk batting .213 after a quick start. And the 1-1 is inside, 2-1. Abbott with a home run, 1 of 8 for the team so far. Only one batter has more than 1 home run, Gabe Kirk, through the first 18 games. The 2-1 pitch to Abbott is inside, and the count goes to 3-1. 2 straight batters with a 3-1 count. Nate Paulson waiting in the on-deck circle. The starting left fielder tonight for the Steamers. 3-0 ball game here in the bottom half of the second. And the pitch from Sparks. Swung on, popped in the air, and that'll get out of play. The count goes to 3-2. Abbott last season for the Clams played in 33 ball games. 3rd most on the team. 268 average and 4 home runs, 17 RBIs. This season a bit of a far cry from last year's success. The 3-2. High ball 4. Abbott works a 2-out walk for the second straight inning. Sparks with a 2-out walk. 3 walks now for the Clams on the game. And now the left fielder Nate Paulson coming to the dish. His 13th game. A 129 average. 4 hits. 2 RBIs. Tied for the team lead in stolen bases with 5, along with Ryan Kay and the man on deck, Ty Garza. First pitch drifts low. It's 1-0 to Paulson. Got it going. Had a few hits the other night. The 6th through 10 batters Wednesday night. Success for the Clams. Recording 8 hits. Knocking in 6 runs. 6 out of the 9 in that ball game. And quickly out of the dugout is manager Sean Montgomery to talk with the lefty Sparks. As David Baguette running out to the bullpen. Clams final game here in June, as mentioned. Second matchup with the Redbirds. The standings around the PCL. Steamers at the top, 7-2 in the South Division. Tarboro 5-7 in the South. Outer Banks 3-6, but 7-1. In the North, the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs 2-2 now, 2-3. 2 straight losses, but they're 1-0 against the Redbirds and the Greenbrier Knights. The Redbirds have yet to play the Sea Dogs and the Greenbrier Knights. A few games rained out in the month. The Knights 0-1. They have lost 3 straight since the win against the Clams. And the 2-0 is low, 3-0. Overall, looking at the PCL as a whole, up and down for certain teams. The Clams really stayed steady at the top, battling with the River Bandits through the early going. And the 3-0 is in there for a strike. Steamers, Scallywags, Knights, Sea Dogs, River Bandits, and Redbirds in totality. 3 balls, 1 strike to Paulson with 2 outs. Abbott over at first, and the pitch on the inside corner, and the count is full. Just clipping the low and inside corner. Thank you for joining me on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch from Sparks. Swung on, fouled off a line down the right field line. Paulson, similarly to Halstead, early season struggles but has stayed patient at the plate. 13 walks, 140 walks, and hit batters coming into the season, into the game. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Abbott with a 2-out walk, and the pitch swung on, fly to right. Coming in is Terrell, stops, runs in, and makes the catch with 2 away. Steamers strand 1. We go to the third. Norfolk leads Edenton 3-0. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton, or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Trowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15, or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field at the Cook Corner, Woodard and East Freemason here in Edenton, North Carolina. Redbirds coming up against Hank Downham in his second full inning of work, an inning in the third so far. 3, 4, 5, Gifford, Martin, and Cunningham. And the first pitch is low and away to Gifford. One-oh. And the pitch, swinging a ground ball to third. 2 hops to Garza, throws over to first high, and out number 1, corralled by Abbott. 2 pitches, 1 out. Downham starting to settle in after Luke Dilda recording just 2 outs in the first inning, allowing 3 runs across, and now Xavier Martin stepping to the dish. Xavier Martin, the run scored. He got hit by a pitch in the first inning. And the first pitch to him is low and away, ball 1. Left-handed hitting catcher from Yorktown, Virginia. In the spring, WVU Tech, 30 games played, 10 starts. At 47 at-bats, .213 average, 7 runs, 10 hits. A home run and 3 RBIs. Head in the count 2-0 to Downham here in the third, and the pitch. On the inside corner for a strike, 2-1. So far, 26 pitches for Downham. Took Luke Dilda 41 to record 2 outs in the first. And the 2-1 pitch from Downham. Swing and a foul ball. Back to the screen. It's 2-2. Winslow set to go out. Give Downham a new baseball. Downham likely expected to eat some innings tonight. A lot of pitchers used last night, and the Steamers lost to the Clovers. Rams using 5 in the ball game. Levy, Costin, Baumgardner came in there. Stewart and John Hoyt. 2-2 pitches high, and the count is full, 3-2. And this pageant set to start tomorrow night for the Clams against the Scallywags. A lot of guys tonight might be used on short rest. The 3-2 pitch, low ball 4, and Martin is on for the second time without putting a ball in play. And now Aiden Cunningham to the dish. Cunningham reaching on a fielder's choice his first time, an RBI. He scored a run as well. 6 walks now for the Redbirds. 2 1/3, and the first pitch to Cunningham is in there for a strike. Downham his past 2 seasons with the Edenton Aces, playing right here at historic Hicks Field. 60-plus strikeouts in each of those seasons as a starter. And the 0-1. Low, Winslow, a good stop behind the dish. It's 1-1. Downham set to attend Pitt Community College in the fall. Standing 6'7", the tallest Steamers pitcher out on the mound. Two-way player, but has not batted so far. The 1-1. Low, another stop by Winslow. It's 2-1. One of 3 players from right here in Edenton, along with Chris Morris. And the right fielder tonight, Davis Halstead. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Cunningham. Another pitch low, and after the quick strike, 3 straight balls out of the zone for Downham, and the count is 3-1. 6 walks, 5 from Dilda. The walk to Martin was the first from Downham. And the 3-1 pitch in there when the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with Cherry on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-0 ball game here in the top of the 3rd inning. 3 runs, 1 hit from both sides. And the pitch. Low and away. Good pick by Winslow. Another walk. 2 walks with 1 out. And now Cherry coming up. Sean Cherry, a part of 3 straight Redbirds walking in the first inning. Now 7 in total for the Clams, as the free pass issue continues for the Clams pitching so far this season. And the first pitch to Cherry. Swing and a miss. Way out of the zone. Cherry was looking to put the Redbirds up 6-0 with 1 swing. No balls and 1 strike. To the center fielder. Was DHing the last matchup between the ball clubs. And the 0-1 pitch. At the top of the zone, and it's quickly 0-2. Downham's been throwing that fastball. Missed low with it. All of his misses have really been low in the zone. Not a ton high. Trying to command that breaking pitch. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A huge strikeout for Downham with 2 on and 1 out. And now there's 2 away for the first baseman, Chase James. 3 straight swinging strikes from Downham. A huge out of Cherry, and now has got to get out James, who walked. An RBI with the bases loaded. The first pitch to him in the dirt. Another good spot stop by Winslow behind the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. To Chase James, another player didn't play in the first matchup between the 2 teams. Just his 3rd game of the season. And the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss right through the fastball from Downham, and it's 1-1. James, Virginia Wesleyan College in the spring, 11 games played, 5 starts. Added 182 with a run and 4 hits. Going to come up with a big hit here with 2 outs in the 1-1. Swinging fouled straight back, and Downham's strike away from evading 2 walks. 1 ball, 2 strikes. James looking to keep the inning going. Downham looking to get his offense back on the diamond. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a fastball. Back-to-back strikeouts from Downham to end the top half of the 3rd. The Redbirds strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Norfolk leads Edenton 3-0. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 2 remaining fireworks shows scheduled for this summer. You can catch these shows on Saturday, July 2nd and Saturday, July 29th. Mark your calendars and we will see you at the ballpark.
Hey, I'm Ryan Kay. You're watching Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers Baseball YouTube.
Thank you, Ryan. Watching Edenton Steamers baseball on the official home of the Clams, Edenton Steamers YouTube page. Jacob Smedley, glad to be with you tonight. Slow offensive game so far for the Clams. 10-1 and 2. Due up in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Ty Garza, Luke Myers, and Ryan Kay. The other night against the Sea Dogs, Luke Myers, or Ty Garza, 3 hits, 2 runs scored. I was talking to him after the game. He's going to be the co-Clamtastic player of the game after every game. Talk to the best player of the night for the Clams. And Garza swings at the first pitch, grounds a slow roller to short. Throw to first is in time by Richardson, and 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom half of the 1st. And now Luke Myers standing in. Going back to Garza, asked him if he wanted to participate in the post-game interview after the win. Said, no, I'm going to wait my turn. And now Luke Myers standing in, 1 out. As Kyle Sparks cruising along through 2 1/3 shutout innings. And the first pitch to Myers is in there for a strike. And the 0-1 big cut and a miss. Myers 0 for 1. Lined out to right field on a terrific play by Ryan Terrell in the first frame. He's down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Excellent breaking pitch from Sparks. The 0-2 low. It's 1 and 2. Myers has been a spark plug so far for the Clams so far this season. 16 hits, tied for second on the team, 13 RBIs from the leadoff spot. And the 1-2, fly ball, shallow right field. James going out. Cunningham calls him off and makes the catch for out number 2 in shallow right field. And the Clams offense has gone down quietly so far. Just 3 base runners on 3 walks. Now the man you heard in between innings, Ryan Kay, stepping up with 2 outs. Fireworks a few days from now on the celebration, the 4th of July, a few days early, as the first pitch to Kay is low. And get your tickets now at showtime.com/Steamers. Should be a packed house. 1-0 pitch. Outside, it's 2-0 to Ryan Kay. Flew out to center field, a deep fly ball, and the Cherry tracked down his first time. And the 2-1 is in there for a strike. It's 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike for the West Virginia State Yellow Jacket, Ryan Kay. And the pitch from Sparks. Swung on, line drive, foul. The count goes to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 3rd. Not a hit yet for the Clams. And who has 16 up at the dish, looking to change that. And the pitch. Low, another good stop from Martin. Had a few balls in the dirt, kept it in front. So far this season, a lot of wild pitches. Pass balls behind the dish. 3 balls, 2 strikes in the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a breaking pitch. Kyle Sparks has been dominant through the first 3 innings for the Redbirds. We go to the top half of the 4th. The Redbirds lead the Steamers 3-0. Is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause.
Hi, my name is Ben Balsis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Ben, watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the official home of the Edenton Steamers, the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. Jacob Smedley, glad to be with you. 8, 9, 10 due up for the Redbirds here in the top half of the 4th inning. Camden Richardson, Jackson Powell, and Tyree Claxton due up against Hank Downham. Camden Richardson set to attend William Pace University in the fall. A shortstop, second baseman, and at shortstop today. And the first pitch from Downham is low and away, gets to the backstop. At Downham pitching to Winslow, 2 guys just graduating high school and academy baseball. Pitt Community College to Duke behind the plate. And the 1-0 is in there. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Richardson. High school ball, 19 games played, 4.26 average at the dish. And the 1-1 low, it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Also pitched as well. Gloucester High, 7 appearances, 2.19 ERA, 1 save, 15 strikeouts. He allowed 5 runs. He's ahead in the count, 2-1 to Hank Downham. In a 3-0 ball game as we enter the 4th, and the pitch is high. It's 3-1. Luke Dilda went the first 2/3 of an inning for the Clams. He gave up 3 runs, didn't allow a hit, and he walked 5. And Downham has been in ever since. And the 3-1, high, ball 4, and a leadoff walk for Richardson. The 8th walk of the game for the Clams. Not even at the halfway point in the ball game. And now Jackson Powell, the extra hitter, coming up. Richardson has now walked twice so far. And a big cut and a miss at a high fastball. That fastball command has been up and down for Downham. Only when he hasn't controlled it, it's been with those walks. Sing it high and low. Can blow it by the Redbirds batters. And throw over. Sparks on the other side, efficient, 59 pitches through just 3 innings. In comparison, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts so far. And the pitch to Powell on the outside corner for a strike, and Downham is ahead 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. To Jackson Powell. And the pitch from Downham. Swing and a soft ground ball on the infield. High hop for Garza, who handles it, throws over to first, his only play. And Powell is retired for out number 1. Up to second base goes Richardson. Now a runner in scoring position for the number 10 batter, Tyree Claxton. A late entrant into the ball game, originally Pharaoh Brown on the lineup card. Tyree Jackson, Carrollton, Virginia native, slotting in at DH tonight. And the first pitch to him, swung on, fouled straight back. Jackson 0 for 1. One of 3 strikeouts from Downham so far. And the 0-1 pitch to him. Low, another good stop by Winslow. The count goes to 1-1. 1-1, 1 out. Just 1 hit from either side, and that was a single from Ryan Terrell in the second inning. Was left stranded. 3 runs. 5 walks in the first. And the 1-1 pitch from Downham. Swung on, fly ball to right, and that'll go foul. Had the distance from Claxton. Just ripped it foul. And now Downham ahead in the count, 1-2. I haven't seen a ton of breaking pitches from Downham. Been a lot of fastballs, few sliders, but most of them have been in the dirt away inside. Richardson out at second. Walked, advanced to second on the ground out, and the 1-2 pitch softly hit back to the mound. Downham fields it, tosses over to Abbott at first, so advancing to third is Richardson. And 2 straight ground outs after the walk. And now the leadoff hitter, Ryan Terrell, coming up with 2 outs. Terrell 1 for 1 with a single, a walk. He scored a run. Recorded the 1 and only hit from either side so far. And the pitch from Downham. In there, and it's 0-1. I think Downham 55 pitches now. 3 innings pitched out of the bullpen. And the 0-1. In there, and it's quickly 0-2 to Terrell. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Downham looking to strand another Redbird here in the 4th after the leadoff walk. And the 0-2, swinging a ground ball on the infield. High chopper, Knowles grabs it, throws to first in time to retire Terrell. Downham dodges the leadoff walk. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. The Steamers looking for some offense, down 3-0. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Who's ready to rock? The 2nd annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field, bottom of the 4th inning. Clams still without a hit so far, have yet to solve left-hander Kyle Sparks. Out on the hill, the middle of the order will get another crack at it. Winslow, Knowles, and Paget to start the bottom half of the 4th inning. 3 runs on 1 hit for the Redbirds. No runs, no hits for the Steamers through the first 3 frames. Mentioned earlier, Macon Winslow, his final game with the Clams. Gonna go to Duke University. start taking classes and enrolling in the fall, and name floated around MLB draft circles. Talking to him before the game, multiple teams looking at him. 5 he mentioned. And he swings at the first pitch, flies it foul and out of play. 0-1. Mentioned a few California teams. Dodgers, Angels, Giants have talked with Winslow. Went to the MLB draft combine a few weeks ago. Last week, missed a few games. Now playing his final game for the Clams. And one of the most productive offensive players. And the 0-1 pitch from Sparks swung on, fouled back, and it's quickly 0-2 to Macon Winslow. Set to be a Duke Blue Devil. As mentioned, potential draft pick in all those rounds in Major League Baseball. Get any your name in, get drafted by another team. The 0-2 fouled off, remains 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Tanner Knowles on deck. He walked. Part of 3 walks so far for Sparks, the only base runners for the Clams to this point. A few strikeouts in a mix. And the next 0-2. Swung on, grounded over to third. Underneath of it is Gifford. Well, hop throw to first, and Winslow is retired for out number 1. Another quick out for Sparks, and now Tanner Knowles up to the dish with 1 away. Clams shortstop in his 4th game of the season. A late entrant to the roster, taking the spot of Ryan Goff. Suffered a broken hand against the River Bandits earlier in the month. First pitch to Knowles is fouled off. 6 straight strikes from Sparks to begin the bottom half of the 4th. Good news on the Goff front for Clams fans, hopefully. All signs point to him potentially returning. So he gets that cast off of his left hand. And the 0-1 just misses outside. That outside zone from Rodney Boykin. It's been close. Some calls have been close on both sides. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. That one just missed low, and the count goes to 2-1. Knowles walked in the first inning. The left stranded with 2 outs. We're going to get something started here in the 4th. And the pitch from Sparks. Low, it's 3-1. Going back to Sparks, 5 innings. Didn't allow a run against the Outer Banks Scallywags, but struggled against the Chili Peppers. Now, in 8 innings against the PCL. Hasn't allowed a run. Tonight he hasn't allowed a hit, and the 3-1 to Knowles is low. Ball 4 when Knowles has walked for the 2nd time. Tanner Knowles in limited plate appearances has been working his free passes. 5 walks now. 4 walks and a hit batter. And now Drifton Paget up with 1 out. Grounded out his first time with runners on first and second. To end the 1st. Hole on the right side of the infield with Cunningham shaded towards the middle. And Sparks is throw over back. Sliding. One out. Over at first base is Knowles, and the pitch is in there for a strike. It's 0-1 to Drifton Paget. Again, it's been a struggle lately for Drifton Paget at the plate. Started out the season strong, was batting over 300. In his last 5 ball games, as Sparks throws over. Paget does not have a hit in his last 5 ball games. 8 at-bats. He's walked 7 times. And the 0-1. High and away. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Tyler Overitis on deck with 1 out. Over at first is Knowles. Clams looking for some offense here in the middle innings. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled off. It's 1-2. Last night, facing 9 different pitchers used by the Clayton Clovers. No pitcher threw over 2 innings in that ball game for Clayton. Tonight, it's been one man, Kyle Sparks, for the Redbirds, with 4 walks and no hits. And the pitch to Paget. Low, another good stop by Martin, who's been stellar behind the plate on a handful of pitches that have reached the dirt and have stopped all of them. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Sparks has been using that fastball, breaking pitch as well, has been strong all throughout the zone. The 2-2 swung on, cued on the infield, coming in and playing it on a hop. A smart play. Richardson tried to toss it, and he couldn't make the toss. Richardson made the right decision. Paget was not running off of first. Knowles had to hold with it cued on the infield. A fielder's choice is going to be the call. Richardson trying to get it to Cunningham at short. And now 2 on for Tyler Overitis. Really the second jam. And now head coach Sean Montgomery is going to come out and talk to the umpires here. Potentially see if, I would imagine it would be a transfer issue. And now Montgomery out to the mound to talk with Sparks as the infielders spreading out. Going back to the last matchup between these teams, the errors played a huge role. The Cantaloupes scoring 8 runs in that game. 3 ended up being earned to the 2 pitchers, Wynn and Padilla, in that ball game. 3 errors for the Redbirds, costing them the ball game. And right there, going to get called a fielder's choice with Richardson. Smart play initially, taking it on the bounce, but just could not make the transfer throw. I don't think Cunningham was expecting it. And now Tyler Overitis due up. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Clams still without a base knock. And the pitch from Sparks. Swing and a miss. Another excellent breaking ball. It's really been fastball, breaking ball all night from Sparks. Working that fastball all over the zone. Got that devastating curveball. Just diving out of the zone. Lefty-lefty matchup to Overitis. And the pitch. Swing and a miss through a fastball, and Overitis is down in the count, 0-1. 0-2, rather. Overitis, 2 RBIs. 1 on a sac fly outside of a home run against these very Redbirds. And the 0-2. Outside, Martin, another great stop. The ball in the dirt. Kept it in front or around the area to prevent any movement on the base paths. How important those catcher drills are, keeping in front of it. Steamers, both catchers, all 3 really. Santana, Overitis, Winslow have had to work with a lot of pitches out of the zone. Rams have scored a lot of runs on wild pitches and pass balls so far. Overitis looking to get a hit to score a run here. 1-2, 1 out. Another ball in the dirt. Another nice stop by Martin. Quickly scampers up in an attempt to throw. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Martin behind the plate. Tyler Howlett started the first game between these 2 teams. Sure-handed Martin back there. Prevented handful of runners from advancing tonight. The 2-2 off and running from second is Knowles, and Overitis fouls it off on the hit and run. A lot of hit and runs so far this season for the Clams, resulting in 33 stolen bases. Knowles is yet to tally 1. Paget has 3. We got 3 guys with at least 5 so far. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Davis Halstead waiting on deck. And the pitch from Sparks is way outside. Another good pick by Martin behind the dish, and the count is 4 with 1 out. Knowles out at second. He walked. Paget at first. He reached on a fielder's choice and a cue shot on the infield. Sparks' pitch count continues to climb. 79 pitches. And pitch number 80 and a pickoff. No one out at second. The other night, the Steamers game, you had the pickoff. No one out at second base. Had to run over and prevent the ball from going into center field. 3-2 pitch. Both runners go. And a big swing and a miss by Overitis. Martin a pump fake. Both runners steal second and third. A strikeout, a huge strikeout for Sparks. And now Davis Halstead, who has been hot at the dish in recent games. Another opportunity for him here in the 4th inning with 2 runners in scoring position. The first time tonight the Clams have had runners on second and third. 2 outs. Sparks looking to get out of the inning. And the pitch to Halstead. Inside, another phenomenal stop by Martin on a ball in the dirt. Really 3-4 pitches now that have been spiked. And Martin behind the dish, keeping it in front. Davis Halstead, coming into the game Wednesday night, had just 4 hits, excuse me. Had 2 hits in that game. A double, and 1 RBI. Looking for another hit here with 2 runners on. And the pitch. Low, it's 2-1. Abbott on deck. A pair of returners looking to put the Clams on the board here. 2 balls, 2 outs. No strikes. 3-0 ball game. Clams still without a hit. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled off on a low pitch. Davis Halstead, after the game a few nights ago, just a lunch pail mentality throughout his struggles. Coming to the ballpark, playing his role, and going to get better every day. 2-1 pitch to him. Inside corner, it's 2-2. Halstead has played right field, left field, has been all over the diamond. In the outfield, rather. Center field, hasn't played in center yet this season. Was in center last year, relieving Nate Paulson late in the season. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch. Inside, almost hit him, and the count is 4 with 2 outs. Base open over at first with the lefty Abbott on deck. Imagine if Sparks might not want to groove anything over the plate to Halstead. Inside, ball 4. A walk to load the bases for Sparks. His second walk of the inning, and now the bases are loaded for Tate Abbott. Last night had 2 runners on late in the game, down a run. And now has an opportunity down 3 here in the 4th inning to get potentially 2 with a base hit. 2 outs, lefty-lefty matchup. Tate Abbott, one of 5 Clams with double-digit RBIs, 11. And the first pitch to him is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Has a hole up the middle. Cunningham, bit shaded towards right field. Really right side of second base. Has some feet to work with if he can sneak it through. The 0-1. Low and away. A lot of misses in the right-handed hitter's batter's box for Sparks here in the inning. Tying run here in the 4th is over at first base. 1-1. Outside, just missed. Martin holding the glove there. but to no avail of Rodney Boykin, and it's the count's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Paulson on deck if the inning continues. Abbott looking to come up with a big hit. As Sparks' pitch count continues to rise, and the 90th pitch, swing and a ground ball foul on the infield, and the count goes to 2-2. And for the second consecutive batter, Sparks is a strike away from getting out of the frame. Beautiful night for baseball here at historic Hicks Field. The lights are on. The home night game, a part of 3 straight against PCL opponents for the Steamers. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Another big strikeout for Sparks, who strands 3 clams. Still hasn't allowed a hit through 4. We go to the top half of the 5th. The Redbirds lead the Clams 3-0. Is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15, or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton, or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic. Welcome back to the top half of the 5th inning. Hank Downham out there again. And the first pitch is fouled back by Ty James. It's 0-1. 2-3-4 for the Redbirds. Due up here in the 5th inning. Through 4 frames and only 1 hit from either side on a base knock by Ryan Terrell. And the pitch from Downham is high, as Downham and Kyle Sparks, the starter for the Redbirds, trading innings here in the middle frames. The 1-1 pitch on the inside corner for a strike. It's 1-2. James 0 for 2 so far. Pair of at-bats. And a 1-2 pitch. High. Fastball drifting high. And fastball. Saw a breaking pitch the last frame against Claxton to get the out. Ground ball. Fastball. That slider from Downham. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 4th strikeout out of the pen for Downham, and there's 1 out here in the top half of the 5th. Fastball cooking with gas and oil on the mound is Downham. The fastball sizzling in there, and there's 1 out. And now Colin Gifford standing in. And the first pitch, check swing. Gifford went around. It's 0-1. 4 strikeouts for Hank Downham out of the bullpen. And the first pitch went outside. Fastball drifted wide. Gifford. Up at the dish. And the pitch to him. Swing and a miss. An excellent breaking ball from Downham, and he's ahead in the count, 1-2. excellent breaking pitch. Slider. That's what you're teaching the pitchers these days. Moving across the plate, east-west with the movement. He's ahead in the count, 1-2, and the pitch. Breaking ball, good stop by Winslow behind the plate. Stirring in the bullpen for the Clams, but right now, ride the hot hand and Hank Downham. And the 2-2. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Downham in the 5th. He's now struck out 5 Redbirds. And there's 2 away for Xavier Martin, who's the good old 0 for 0, a walk, a hit batter, a run scored. Hank Downham. Got Gianna Scully the other night for the Clams. Some excellent middle relief work the past few games. Last night, Costin came in first 2 frames, 1, 2, 3. Struggled later on. The 1-0 to Martin. Right down the middle for a strike. It's 1-1. Hank Downham. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Martin. Fastball drifts high. Now Martin have to look at the player of the game in the early going. Excellent stuff behind the plate along with Sparks on the mound. Each base twice and the 2-1. Swing and a foul straight back. Downham a strike from striking out the side here in the 5th. And keeping this game that really after that first inning could have gone way out of proportion. 3 runs in the first inning for the Redbirds. Neither team has scored in the last 3 frames. The Clams haven't scored in the first 4 innings. The 2-2. Swinging a fly ball, foul out of play. Another fastball from Downham. That fastball command has set up everything else. Really other fastballs he's thrown as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Martin, looking to finish him off here in the 5th. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Hank Downham has struck out the side here in the 5th inning. 1, 2, 3, Downham has struck out 6. We go to the bottom half of the 5th. Steamers still looking for some offense. They trail it 3-0. Who's ready to rock? The 2nd annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Chowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear.
Hey, my name is Zane Loveday, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Thank you, Zane. The Steamers looking for some offense, but a change at pitcher for the Redbirds as we enter the bottom half of the 5th inning. David Baguette from St. Mary's College of Maryland, the junior from Hampton, Virginia, stepping in there for Kyle Sparks, who goes the first 4 innings, absolutely dominant on the mound. 4 innings pitched, 5 walks was the bugaboo for the lefty, but 4 strikeouts. Didn't allow a hit, no runs, stranded a handful of Steamers, And now the right-hander, David Baguette, third game. He started 2 games before. He's pitched 5 innings, 0-1, 5 hits. He's given up 2 earned runs, 7 walks, tied for the team lead, a handful of strikeouts, and a 3.50 earned run average. And the first pitch to Paulson is way outside. It's 1-0. Again, both pitching against the Outer Banks, on the 6th of June and the 15th as well. 5 total frames. And the 1-0 pitch. High, it's 2-0. Paulson, Garza, and Myers due up. The Steamers looking for some offense. No hits through the first 4 frames. And the 2-0 inside, and Paulson gets hit. And Nate Paulson reaches here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Paulson reaches. And now Ty Garza, who's 0-for-1, stepping up to the plate. Average up to 250. It's as high as 273 last night. And swinging a foul ball at the plate. He reached base straight in 9 straight games. That streak was snapped on Sunday against the Wampus Cats. Did not get a hit last night against the Clovers. No balls, 1 strike. And a pitch, ground ball into right field, a base hit. Around second, heading for third is Paulson. The throw to third by Terrell is a strike, and it's not in time. Paulson slides in under the tag. The Clams have their first hit, and they also have action here in the 5th inning. Runners on the corners with no one out. Garza with a cue shot to right. Shallow, and Terrell threw a gun to third. But Paulson sliding around the tag by Gifford, and runners on the corners now for the leadoff hitter, Luke Myers. Situation the Steamers love to be in. Garza 16 runs scored so far in the year, and Myers 13 RBIs, second to only Gabe Kirk. And the first pitch to Myers is on the outside corner for a strike. The longest so far this season. The Clams have been no hit, 4 innings. And Garza snaps it. Here in the bottom of the 5th, the 0-1 to Myers is fouled off. Garza now 6 hits in his last 5 games. Talk about production. Slid in there, Alden Cottle struggling with an injury again. Garza, you have to assume, is everyday guy over at third base. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch to Myers is outside. It's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball gets behind. Baguette on the mound. No runners advance. Clams had runners on second and third in the 4th inning on a few walks. Fielder's choice could not convert. Top of the lineup, looking to do damage and bring the game closer. And the pitch, swung on, grounded, right side, diving into right field, a base hit. Around second, going to third is Garza. The throw is high off the glove of back, off of Gifford. In to score is Garza. Myers a foot race to third, and he is out at third. Wild play, 2-run score on the single by Luke Myers, who's gunned out at third. Myers is going to get in there at third, an obstruction call. A wild play. Still figuring out what happened. Single by Myers to right, a run came in. Garza going to third. Terrell's throw was wide. Garza came in to score. Myers digging hard around the bases, running all the way in a foot race from second to third, running step for step with shortstop Camden Richardson, and Camden Richardson going to get called for obstruction, stepping in front of Myers, who will be ruled safe at third. Sean Montgomery getting an explanation. On the visiting side, he walks off, 2 runs across, 2 hits in the inning, and now it's a 3-2 ball game with nobody out, and Ryan Kay at the dish with a runner at third. And the first pitch of Kay grounded on the infield. Baguette grabs it. He throws to first, won't go home, and a run scores. 3-run 5th inning for the Clams has tied the game up. Myers comes across. Kay with another RBI. He now has 11, and now making Winslow up with the bases empty. 1 out, 3-3 ball game. Clams no hit through the first 4 frames. They've notched 2 here in the bottom of the 5th, including a walk. And another error for the Redbirds, and the first pitch to Winslow is inside, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Winslow, high and inside, it's 2-0. Winslow so far tonight, a walk. Grounded out as well, and the 2-0 is in there for a strike. Again, has struggled with walks so far, and his leadoff walk to Paulson comes back to bite him. The 2-1 outside, and the count goes to 3-1 to Macon Winslow. He's already walked here tonight. Knowles has 2 walks. He's on deck. Now a 3-3 ball game, and the 3-1 pitch inside almost hit him, and the home plate umpire Rodney Boykin calling a hit by pitch. Winslow will go down to first regardless. Another base runner for the Steamers, now looking to take the lead here in the 5th. As Tanner Knowles come into the plate. Signs being given out. Clams down were up 4 runs last night. Blew a 4-run lead. Now looking to do the opposite here tonight after trailing 3-0. 3 runs in. The game is tied in the 5th. And the first pitch to Knowles is a breaking ball in there for a strike. Knowles with a pair of walks so far, moving his total up to 5 on the season. 5 walks, 3 hits in his 4 games so far with the Clams. 0-1 pitch. Former Steamers coach Marshall McDonald advertising for Knowles to come to the Clams, and the 1-0 pitch throw over. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 to Knowles. 1 out. Clams looking for more. Already 3 across. And the pitch on the outside corner. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to the cleanup hitter Tanner Knowles. The first time a Clams shortstop has been in the cleanup spot so far this season. The 1-2 pitch inside almost hit him. Had Kirk, Winslow, drifting Paget as well, Abbott. Ryan Goff started the year, leadoff spot, Garza down in the order, and now Knowles, the 2-2, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Breaking ball there from Baguette. And there's 2 outs for Driftin Paget. Driftin Paget coming up to the dish. Seventh batter here in the inning for the Clams. 3 runs across on 2 hits, and the pitch to breaking ball low. Martin pump fake throw. Didn't throw it over to first. Count goes the 1-0. 1-0 pitch. High. It's now 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to the center fielder Paget. 0 for 2 so far today. Reached on a fielder's choice on the infield his last time. Was left stranded. And the 2-0. Cue to second. Gathered up by Cunningham, who throws out Paget over at first to end the frame. 3 runs across on a pair of hits and some wild throws by the Redbirds. A brand new ball game as we head to the 6th. The Redbirds and the Clams tied up at 3. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way.
Hi, my name is Ben Balsis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Top of the 6th inning, a brand new ball game here at historic Hicks Field. 3-3 game. 5, 6, and 7. Cunningham, Cherry, and Chase James do up. Markley is on the on-deck circle, set to pitch hit for Cherry. Hank Downham delivers the first pitch in there for a strike to Aiden Cunningham. On twice today, he has a hit, a walk, a run scored. And the 0-1 pitch cued in the air to right. Halstead coming in, gives way to Myers, who makes the catch. In shallow right field, Luke Myers converging. And there's one away. And now the pitch hitter, Joshua Markley, will step in for his first at-bat. Hopefully everything okay with Sean Cherry, the center fielder. Looked like anything was hurt. And a stoppage here was home plate umpire Rodney Boykin talking with head coach Montgomery, who comes in from third base side. Rams, for the 3rd time this season, have come from down at least 3 runs. Came from down 4 to beat the Clovers earlier this season right here at historic Hicks Field. Last night's game, the first time this season the Steamers have lost a game after leading by at least 3 runs. 1 out for Joshua Markley, the pitch hitter. Out center fielder from Dickinson College takes the first pitch outside. The Clams come back and win this ball game. A lot of credit goes on the shoulders of number 15 out on the mound. Downham 4 2/3 in relief. And he's going strong here in the 6th. A big cut and a miss as Markley almost lost his helmet. 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. And the 1-1 high after Downham came in for Dodo. As mentioned, just 2 outs in the first frame. He allowed the only 3 runs of the game for Norfolk. 2 balls and 1 strike in the pitch. Another fastball that drifts high. It's 3-1. Chase James on the on-deck circle. With Markley in there for Cherry. And the 3-1. Swing and a miss, and the count is full. It's 3-2. Fastball has some run to it, it seems, out on the mound today for Downham. Fastball looked like it started in the middle, kind of drifted away from Markley. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the pitch. Low, ball 4, just missed low, and a 1-out walk. The 4th one from Downham, the 9th between the two Clams pitchers tonight. And now the first baseman, Chase James, up to the dish. Has a walk, a strikeout, an RBI. We're going to venture over to Montgomery to get a quick scouting report on the righty. Update between the River Bandits and the Twins in the top half of the 6th. Close ball game, 16-4. River Bandits lead it. Looking to bounce back after their walk-off loss against Outer Banks the other night. The first pitch just missed on the inside half to Chase James. Rams will face off against the River Bandits. Home and home starting Sunday and then on the road on Monday against Tarboro. The 1-1 swung on, fly ball to right. Playable for Halstead, who drifts over. He camps underneath of it and he makes the catch for out number 2. Retreating back to first goes Markley. And now there's 2 away for the shortstop Camden Richardson up for his 3rd time. Gloucester, Virginia native so far today. 2 walks with an RBI. The first pitch is in there for a strike. One of 3 players between the 2 sides with at least 2 walks. 15 walks combined between both staffs. And the 0-1, a throw over, diving back as Markley flinched towards second, but was able to dive back in time. Richardson along with Knowles and Winslow for the Clams. The 0-1 is high. Markley went and stopped over at first base. And 1 stolen base so far from either side. Terrell back in the first inning, who came around to score. Both teams with 4 scoreless frames in a 3-run inning. The 1-1 is fouled off, and Downham a strike away from pitching another clean inning out on the mound. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 87 pitches for Downham. And action continues to warm for the Clams in the bullpen. And the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, good stop behind the dish from Winslow, and the count goes to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. 3-3 ball game. Redbirds out a 3-0 lead through the first 4.5. Clams with 3 in the bottom of the 5th, and the pitch swung on and fouled off. Should be a fantastic finish as the season comes to a close. The last month of action in the PCL. Playoff format different this year than last year. No longer 1 single game, a series. 1 seed faces off against the 4 seed. 2 versus 3, and then the championship series with the winner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch off from first. Ball high, throw to second is a strike, and safe at second. Close play at second base. Eric Byram ruling James safe at second base. And now the count is full. A dart from Winslow. Myers caught it, but could not apply the tag in time, and now the count is full and a runner in scoring position as the Redbirds looking to go back in front. Could be an inning-altering call there. And the next pitch from Downham. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. It doesn't matter. Down him with a breaking pitch. The Redbirds strand a runner. We go to the bottom half of the sixth. The game is tied up at 3. Is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause.
My name is Tyler Alvarez, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Tyler. Tyler Alvarez due up first here in the bottom half of the 6th inning in a 3-3 ball game between the Redbirds and the Steamers. Thank you to everyone watching along on YouTube. You're home for every home Steamers game, a select few road games as well. And the first pitch to Alvarez, a big swing and a miss. As David Baguette coming in for his second inning of work. Gave up 3 runs, 2 earned, walk, a strikeout. And Alvarez grounds the 0-1 pitch foul. This has been struggling as of late, been in and out of the lineup as a result. 0 of 2 tonight with a strikeout. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Fastball on the outer half, and Alvarez down on 3 pitches, and there's 1 away. Davis Halstead coming up. Halstead a walk, a strikeout. Walk with runners on second and third a few innings ago was left stranded, and the first pitch, breaking ball, floats in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Again, fastball breaking pitch. Backdoor breaking pitch there against Halstead. And the 0-1. Another breaking pitch in there for a strike. Gets 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes on 2 breaking pitches in there. And the 0-2. Way outside with the fastball. Halstead, almost a 300 difference between his average and OBP coming into the game. 442 OBP. And the 1-2 softly grounded on the third base line. Baguette grabs it, throw to first, double pumps, and he won't have him. A Caillou shot, a base hit that goes all of 5 feet up the third base line, and Davis Halstead with a 1-out single. And now Gabe Kirk coming up with 1 out. And Davis Halstead now has hit in 3 consecutive ball games. 2 hits Wednesday against Virginia Beach, a hit coming in last night against the Clovers, and now a hit here in the 6th, the 3rd of the game. And the first pitch from again gets by Martin, the first pass ball of the game, and up to second goes Halstead. And just like the Redbirds in the top half of the 6th, the Clams have a runner in scoring position looking to break the 3-3 tie. The teal and black, 3 runs, 3 hits, an error. Almost the opposite for the Redbirds on the scorecard. 3 runs, 1 hit, and 3 errors. 1-0 pitch way inside, almost got Kirk, who has to bend out of the way of it. And the count goes to 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Kirk average down to 213. Pitch hitting for Tate Abbott with 1 out here. And the pitch, high. 16 RBIs for Kirk. 2 home runs, 3 doubles. A lot of that production coming within the first handful of weeks of the season. 3 balls, no strikes. And the pitch from Baguette. Outside, ball 4 when Kirk draws a 1-out walk. Single and a walk with 1 away, and now Nate Paulson coming to the dish. Hopefully, just like Cherry, all is well with Tate Abbott. And now Nate Paulson up at the dish. A few substitutions by head coach Justin Hill last night. Brought in Bausis late in the ball game. And the first pitch to Paulson. In there for a strike. It's 0-1. Paulson so far tonight has a run scored. Walked his last time. Came around to score in the 3-run 5th inning. And the 0-1 pitch. Taken low. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. 2022 Izaki MVP award winner. In left field tonight. Been playing corner outfields. He's had 3 starts in center field. Wednesday night's win over Virginia Beach. The 1-1 line down the left field line, a base hit. Coming around third is Alstead. The throw in is cut off, and the Steamers take a 4-3 lead on an RBI base hit from Nate Paulson. 4 unanswered runs for the Clams here in the 5th and the 6th, and they lead it 4-3. Huge hit for Paulson, a rocket down the line. And out to the mound comes Sean Montgomery as bullpen action for the Redbirds. No signal yet. As Ty Garza to the plate. And for right now, it looks to be just a conversation with Baguette out on the mound. Again, starter Kyle Sparks dominant through the first 4 frames. He allowed 5 walks but struck out 4, didn't allow a base hit. Took him out after 91 pitches through 4. And David Baguette, the junior from St. Mary's College of Maryland, as the conversation comes to a close. An inning and a third. Now 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of which are earned, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. And now Ty Garza up to the plate, looking for more. Redbirds a 3-0 lead through the first 4 innings. 4 unanswered runs here in the 5th and the 6th for the Clams. And the first pitch to Garza way outside. Martin, an excellent stop just outside of the circle. Ty Garza today, 1 for 2. A slow rolling base hit to right his last time. And scored a run in the 5th. On the 1-2, cued foul. We'll get over the netting on the first base side. And what a fantastic catch over there on the first base dugout. The wooden bleachers here at historic Hicks Field. 1 ball, 1 strike. Garza looking to extend the Clams' lead here in the 6th. And the next pitch is outside, 2-1. Luke Myers, the top of the order on deck. Myers, the hit, the RBI, the sprint to third his last time. 2-1 pitch. High, it's now 3-1. Martin looking at a potential throw over, but James wasn't anywhere near the bag. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. A run already in on the hit from Paulson. Kirk at second, he walked, and the 3-1 inside, ball 4. Another walk for Baguette in the inning, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. Halstead, a cue shot on the infield. Kirk a walk. Paulson a line drive single to left, and now Garza walks. Now Sean Montgomery out to the mound. Childers win coming out of the bullpen, and that looks to be it for Baguette on the mound. Wynn trotting in. We've got a pitching change here at historic Hicks Field. The Clams now lead it 4-3. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Pitching change for the Redbirds. On the mound, number 16, Childers Wynn relieves right-hander David Baggett. Childers Wynn so far his 3rd game of the season, 6 innings pitched, has 1 start. Came right here against the Clams on June 14th. He's given up 4 runs, 1 earned, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts, a 1.16 ERA. And he's thrown in a bases-loaded jam with 1 out to face the top of the Clams lineup. Luke Myers, 1 for 3, an RBI, a run scored. What, one of the 3 runs in the 5th? Drove in a single to right field. Has the bases loaded here on the pitch. Low, ball 1, fastball breaking pitch for Wynn. So far on the season. Childers Wynn 2 innings against the Outer Banks. 4 innings against the Clams in his last appearance, June 14th. Again, the Redbirds. Of course, rain coming through the North Carolina area, postponing a handful of Clams games in the recent weeks. 2 weeks off for the Redbirds since their last ball game, and the 1-0 pitch is inside. It's 2-0 to Luke Myers, now with 14 RBIs on the season. After the RBI hit in the 5th, looking to do more damage here in the 6th with the bases full of Clams, and the 2-0 swing and a foul. Now the count is 2-1. To the strikeout by Overitis. The only out of the inning. 4 straight Clams reaching. Halstead a cued single up the 3rd base line. Went all of 10 feet, but got the job done. Halstead reached. Kirk a walk. Paulson an RBI base knock. Garza at first base. He walked. And the 2-1 pitch to Myers is high, and the count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. 4 runs, 4 hits the last 2 frames for the Clams. And the 3-1 pitch to Wynn. From Wynn, popped in the air on the infield. Could be a huge out, number 2. James coming in, and the ball drops. And the throw home out at home plate is Myers. Infield fly rule is called. Infield fly rule was called on the field. Myers is retired. And now Kay coming up with 2 outs. Another wild play in the field from the Redbirds. And of course the second time it's come with Myers at the dish. And the first pitch to Kay is in there for a strike. Myers had that single, went all the way around to third. The obstruction was called. He came around to score in an inning prior. Then there, a high pop-up. Few Redbirds colliding on the diamond. And the 0-1 pitch to Kay is inside, 1-1. Ryan Kay, another Clam with double-digit RBIs. He has 10 so far on the year. Huge opportunity right here. And the team calls the dude. And the pitch from Wynn, breaking pitch, missed inside. Got that looping breaking pitch. And a fastball from the freshman from Swanee University of the South. Norfolk, Virginia native looking to get out of the jam. With only 1 across, and the 2-1 is fouled off, and he's a strike away from doing so. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the Clams' designated hitter tonight, Ryan Kay. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on, line drive. Cunningham tracks it down on 1 up. Oh, to second is in time. Excellent play at second base from Cunningham, robbing a base hit from Kay, and the Clams strand 3. They get a 1 across on the hit from Paulson. We go to the 7th, a 4-3 Steamers advantage. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 2 remaining fireworks shows scheduled for this summer. You can catch these shows on Saturday, July 2nd and Saturday, July 29th. Mark your calendars and we will see you at the ballpark. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Welcome back, Clams fans. Jacob Smedley, glad to be with you right here in the broadcast booth of historic Hicks Field. 4-3 ball game, 4 unanswered runs for the Steamers. 4 hits, some big hits for Halstead and Paulson, the pair of returners here, and a new pitcher on the mound here in the top half of the 7th inning. Right-hander Ben Bausis relieves Hank Downham. 5 1/3 out of the bullpen. Large reason the Clams are now in front of this ball game. 1 hit, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts. And now Ben Bausis on the hill. Last appearance, 8 shutout innings. 1 hit against the Uwharrie Wampus Cats. And he takes over here in the top half of the 7th inning. And the first pitch swung on, line drive into left field, a base hit from Jackson Powell to lead off the 7th. Powell will go to first, and now the Redbirds have the tying run on. More on Bausis, the second most innings pitched for the Clams, 23 1/3. sitting just behind Chandler Paget's 7th game, 2 starts as mentioned. His last one against the Wampus Cats. Been excellent for the Clams so far, and the first pitch to Claxton is outside. Fastball breaking pitch. Not too overpowering on the mound, but throws strikes. He has 2 wins so far on the season. The 1-0 big cut and a miss by Claxton over top of the breaking pitch. 13 strikeouts, 6 earned runs, 19 hits allowed, but a 2.31 ERA from the Virginia Beach, Virginia native. 1-1 pitch to Claxton is fouled off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Claxton, Nacemound Suffolk Academy, 38 games played, 294 average, 20 hits, 19 RBIs. And the 1-2 pitch from Bausis. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Claxton shaking his head, walking to the dugout. Another strikeout for Steamers pitching, 8 now, and the first one for Ben Bausis out of the pen. Fastball dotting on the outside corner, and now there's one away for the right fielder, Ryan Terrell. Terrell has a hit so far as he takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Has stolen the bag as well. Tying one over at first after the hit by Powell. And the 0-1, another phenomenal stop by Winslow. Seen some really athletic plays behind the dish tonight from both Martin and Winslow. Only 1 pass ball from either side. 1 for 2 is Terrell with a walk and a hit and a run scored. And the 1-1. Another sliding stop by Winslow on an inside pitch from Bausis. Now second on the team in appearances to John Horton, who has 10 so far this year. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count goes to 2-2. Slowing Terrell up with a breaking pitch, and now the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bausis recording 6 Ks on Sunday against Uwahari. Already has 1 tonight, looking for 1 more, and the 2-2 is high. Count goes to 3-2. Double play ball would be great as well. Be tough to turn with the speedy Terrell, who's already swiped a bag here tonight. 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Change up on the outer half. And after the leadoff hit, back-to-back strikeouts for Bausis out of the pen. And now stepping to the plate is number 6, Kevin Cole, the switch-hitting middle infielder from Rowan University. Cole in there for Ty James. Another substitution from Sean Montgomery here in the 7th. And the first pitch is in there for a strike to Cole. Kevin Cole started the first matchup between the 2 ball clubs. He enters in and we'll see he stays in the game left. He was playing shortstop in the first matchup. Breaking ball in there, it's 0-2. Bausis looking to strike out 3 in a row after the leadoff hit. Strike out the side for the 2nd consecutive time by a Steamers pitcher tonight. And the 0-2. Swinging a foul off. Talk about Downham's performance tonight. Been more of a mop-up role so far this season. Here, huge performance. Essentially give the Clams the opportunity to take the lead in the 6th. The 0-2 from Bausis, swinging a ground ball foul down the first base line. Now 9 strikeouts for Clams pitching. Redbirds 6, 4 from Sparks. I get with 2. No balls and 2 strikes to Kevin Cole, the Williamsburg, Virginia native. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ben Bausis strikes out the side after the leadoff single. We go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. The Steamers leading the Redbirds 4-3. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Feral Gas. For easy and reliable service, Feral Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at feralgas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com.
Hi, my name is Ben Balsis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Ben. Ben Balsis with a clean first inning out of the bullpen in the top half of the 7th after the single. 3 straight strikeouts. Those 4 Steamers runs the past 2 innings. Brought to you by Feral Gas. Easy propane service starts here, Feral Gas. 3 runs in the 5th to tie it at 3, and then a run in the 6th on an RBI hit for Nate Paulson. Hopefully that can get him going at the plate. 3, 4, 5 due up for the Clams. Winslow, Knowles, and Paget against Childers Wynn, who came in relief of Baguette out of the pen. And the first pitch to Winslow was a breaking ball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. He's though one of 3 players tonight with 2 walks. Along with Richardson for the Redbirds and Knowles on deck. And the 0-1 is slapped foul, and it's 0-2. Making Winslow, talking to him before the game. Makes Edenton special for a guy that's played all over the world, including Mexico last summer. It's a home ballpark. The fans, here in Chowan County. The 0-2, swinging a ground ball, softly hit up the middle. Richardson charging, ranging to his left, throw to first in time. Excellent play by Camden Richardson on a slow roller. And retires Winslow for out number 1, and now Tanner Knowles to the dish, like Winslow. A pair of walks, ground out as well. From the cleanup man, Tanner Knowles. With Driftin' Paget on deck. No action in the Clams bullpen. First pitch to Knowles is in there for a strike. Some light tossing in the Redbirds bullpen. And the 0-1 from Wynn on the inside corner for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the pitch, low, it's 1-2. And the Steamers have won 4 consecutive games against Norfolk, dating back to last season. Last loss came in June last year. The 0-2 pitch, swung on, driven to right field. Playable in right for Torelli's underneath of it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. 2 outs for Wynn here in the 7th inning, and now Driftin' Paget coming up to the plate. Paget 0 for 3. He reached on a fielder's choice. Few at-bats ago. Clams 4 runs on 4 hits. All of that offense has come in the past 2 frames. An error, 3 runs, 2 hits, 3 errors now for the Redbirds. And the first pitch, low and away to Paget. Struggles continuing at the plate Hadget, who led the team in average for a while at the beginning of the season. The 1-0 drifts high. OBP slugging. Had a home run that was tied for Kirk, but only since the middle of the month. Slowed up at the plate. 2-1 pitch is low and in, 3-0. Looking to get that going, as the halfway point of the season is less than a week away. And the pitch. Swung on, grounded on the infield. 2 hops for Richardson. Throws to first, dugout over at first base by James. A 1-2-3 inning out of the pen for win. We go to the top half of the 8th inning. The Steamers clinging to a 4-3 lead. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. The Albemarle Area United Way is a nonprofit organization that improves residents' lives in 9 counties throughout northeastern North Carolina. This year, the Steamers have partnered up with the United Way and are looking forward to helping raise money for their services. On Sunday, July 2nd, the Steamers will be wearing special-themed patriotic jerseys for their game. The jerseys will be auctioned off during the game, and all the proceeds will go back to the Albemarle Area United Way. If you would like to have this one-of-a-kind jersey, be sure to be here that night and support a good cause. A huge thank you to H2OBX Water Park for making this night possible for the Albemarle Area United Way. Popped in the air, foul and out of play. Welcome back, top half of the 8th inning. Ben Bausis out there for his 2nd inning of work. We're leaving Hank Downham late in this one. And the 0-1 pitch to Gifford way inside, almost hit the bat. One ball, 1 strike. Gifford, Martin, and Cunningham. 3, 4, 5. The heart of the Redbirds order down a run here in the 8th. And the pitch high. Count goes to 2-1. Gifford so far. A walk, a strikeout. And the 2-1 swung on, fouled straight back. Count goes to 2-2. Gifford looking to get a rally started for the Redbirds, who haven't scored a run since the 1st inning. Downham and Bausis limiting the damage. And the 2-2 pitch on the outside corner, called strike 3. 4 consecutive strikeouts for Ben Bausis. And there's 1 away here in the 8th. 1 out with Xavier Martin coming to the dish. And the first pitch to Martin is swung on just outside the infield. Knowles calling it off, and he makes the catch for out number 2. 2 outs here in the top half of the 8th inning. 2 outs here in the top half of the 8th inning for the Redbirds, as Bausis looking for another clean inning. And now Aiden Cunningham to the dish. The first pitch to him is high, 1-0. Apologies for the technical difficulties here on the scoreboard. Count 1-1 with 2 outs. And a 4-3 ball game. And the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded. 2 hops to short. Knowles corrals it. Throw to first, and it gets by Kirk over at first base and careens over to the fence. And Cunningham will reach with 2 outs on in the error by Knowles. Joshua Markley now standing in as reaching first base, the second error of the game. Tanner Knowles, the long throw over to first. And the first pitch way inside. It's 1-0 to Markley, who came in for Cherry earlier on in the game. He's now the go-ahead run over at first base. And the 1-0 pitch skied in the air to right. Playable for Halston, who drifts back. And he makes the catch just in front of the track. Ben Balsis, another strong inning out of the pen. We go to the bottom half of the 8th. The Steamers looking for some insurance. Up 4-3. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Chowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details.
Hey, my name is Zane Loveday, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the bottom half of the 8th inning, 4-3 ball game. Childers win, finishing up his warm-up tosses. 4 runs on just 4 hits for the Clams. Scoring summary presented by Farrell Gas. 3 runs in the top half of the first inning for the Redbirds on 1 hit, on no hits. 5 walks from Luke Dilda. The starter went 2 1/3. But since then, the Redbirds have not touched Hank Downham and Ben Balsis. The Clams scoring 4 runs, 3 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, to now take the lead. And a pinch hitter coming in for the Clams, number 21, Chris Morris. What a home run last night, a single. Recorded the Clams' 8th home run of the season. A big fly to left. Cleared the left field fence at East Clayton Community Park. He's up here in the 8th inning looking for some insurance. And the first pitch to him is high. It's 1-0. It was Morris's first home run since May 4th against Cleveland Community College. As a member of Pitt Community College, and he takes the 1-0 in there for a strike. Morris, limited plate appearances at the plate. He hasn't pitched in over a few weeks, but at the plate, 8th game. And the 1-1 is taken low and away. It's now 2-1. 20 at-bats so far, 300 average, 600 slugging. There's a double, a triple, a home run, 5 RBIs. Is that in the count? 2-1 in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Getting that with Morris. You get the walks. You got the power last night, but also the swing and miss. Got Morris, Halstead, and Kirk in the hole here in the 8th. With Alex Gianniscoli warming in the pen for the Clams. The 2-2. Swinging a foul off. What a night for the Clams bullpen after last night. Surrendering the lead, giving up 9 runs late. Not all of them earned, but A lot of hits, hard contact for the Clovers tonight. Downham and Bausis, exceptional. And the 2-2 inside, time called, and it hit. Morris on the front side, and he'll go down to first. And a leadoff base runner on the hit batter, and now Davis Halstead to the dish. Davis Halstead tonight, he has a hit. Extended his hitting streak now to 3 games, and Chris Morris gonna come out. A pitch runner, Jackson Ellison, gonna run for him. Morris comes in, gets hit by a pitch, and comes out for Ellison. The 5'10", 145 outfielder. On the base pass, looking to apply some speed for the outfielder Halstead. And extending his hitting streak now to 3 games. There's a walk, a throw over Ellison is back. Strikeout tonight as well. A run scored. Bottom of the order, doing it again for the Steamers. 3 hits. From Halstead, Paulson, and Ty Garza. Halstead laying down a bunt right back to win. Has a play at second, the throw to second out. An excellent play off the mound from Childers Win. And Halstead reaching on a fielder's choice with 1 away, replaces Ellison over at first. And now Gabe Kirk coming to the plate, his second at bat. He walked his first time after coming in for Tate Abbott. Struck out, walked in 2 at bats, and now Kirk would presumably be his second and final at bat unless game continues past the 9th. Ball gets past Martin, and up to second base goes Halstead. And now the Clams with a runner in scoring position in what could be a huge run. Just a 1-run ball game. Haven't seen too many huge innings from either side, but when they have happened, runs have come across. 1 ball, no strike to the now first baseman Kirk, with Paulson, whose RBI hit is the difference. And the 1-0 is in there. It's 2-1. Kirk walking on 4 pitches his last time up against David Baguette. The Clams, Kyle Sparks, as time is called. Martin out to the mound. Kyle Sparks going the first 4 innings. Didn't allow a hit or a run. 5 walks and 4 strikeouts. He was relieved by Baguette, who gave up all 4 runs. 4 runs, 3 were earned. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, 4 hits. And Childers Win has been close to perfection as they come out of the pen. 2 innings, hasn't allowed a hit, a run, a walk, and struck out anyone. The Clams looking to get a run across, even the 8th, up 1. Next pitch gets by Martin in front of him, and over to third goes Halstead. A pass ball allows Halstead to go to second. And now another wild pitch allows him to go to third. Martin, who's been great behind the plate, a lot of stops, has faltered a bit in the last few innings. And now Kirk. Infield is not in for the Redbirds. Really medium depth, conceding the out with 1 out. And down a run. 3-0. And the pitch. Low behind Martin. Keeps it around the circle to keep Halstead at third. But now Kirk has walked for the 2nd time and has not seen a strike at the plate in 2 at-bats. And now runners on the corners for Nate Paulson, who singled last time up, an RBI single, which as mentioned is the difference. Roped a single down the line in the 6th inning. Good for his 3rd RBI of the season, 5th hit of the year. Has a run as well, run scored in the 5th. Looking to add to the lead here, and the first pitch to him is low, ball 1, and now 5 straight out of the zone from Childers Win. With Ty Garza, the number 10 man, on deck. He has a hit tonight. 4-3, Clams looking for some breathing room. Ball gets by. Martin at the plate. Halstead coming in, and he will score. There's the insurance for the Steamers. Call the local State Farm, because the Clams getting some insurance here in the 8th inning. Wild pitch. Kirk up to second base. And now a 2-0 count to Paulson. And now another one waiting out at second base. 5-3 game now. No action in the bullpen for the Clams. Gianna Scully was warming earlier. And the 2-0 pitch, another one that's in and out of the glove of Martin, keeps it close. And the count goes to 3-0. Thank you everyone for watching along at home. The next telecast here on YouTube will be tomorrow night, another PCL matchup as the Steamers take on the Scallywags. That one drifts high. It's now 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Kirk out at second base. He walked. Already a run in. Halstead scoring on the wild pitch. And the pitch from Wynn. High ball 4. Paulson has walked for the first time tonight. And runners on first and second now for Ty Garza. Sean Montgomery out behind the dugout wall. What looks to be it for Wynn. There was action in the bullpen. Signal hasn't been made. Runners on first and second. Ty Garza so far tonight. 1 hit, a run, a walk. And 3 total at-bats. Looking to extend the lead even further. Looking out to the bullpen. It's another stretch for the Clams after last night's game. Now looking at 5 straight, including tonight PCL matchups heading into the All-Star break. Holding a 2.5 game lead overall and 3 over the River Bandits in the South Division. We'll play those River Bandits again on Sunday. Also on the road Monday in Tarboro. An update from that ball game right now, 17-6. It's in a delay in the bottom of the 7th with the Fuquay Arena Twins. Coming off his win, a pitching change here at historic Hicks Field. The Steamers lead the Redbirds 5-3. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Bottom half of the 8th inning. 2 on and a new pitcher on the mound. Right-hander Aiden Hedgepath, number 32 from Bluefield State University. In there with 2 on and 1 out, looking to limit any more damage. And Garza swings at the first pitch and pops it on the infield. Cunningham running all the way in, and he drops it. Infield fly rule will be the call. Cunningham trying to get the heads up play. Didn't see the call right away from Eric Byram out on the infield. Called the infield fly. Cunningham trying to get one by him. Second time an infield fly ball has been dropped by the Redbirds. And now the man that popped the last one up, Luke Myers, with 2 outs. Hedgepath. Second game. He pitched an inning so far this season. A walk, a strikeout. In his first appearance against the Tri-City Chili Peppers on the 9th. And the pitch popped in the air on the infield. Cunningham again, and he runs in and makes the catch. And Hedgepath gets the final 2 outs of the frame. Another run across on the wild pitch. We go to the top of the 9th. Steamers looking to secure their 14th win of the season. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Welcome back. Top half of the 9th inning. Some changes for the Clams. They lead it 5-3 here in the 9th inning. Steamers down to their final out. The Redbirds down to their final 3 outs of the game. And a new pitcher, right-hander Alex Gianniscoli, looking to get his first save of the season. His 4th game, 11 2/3 innings pitched. 2 wins, 1 earned run allowed. And the first pitch is low to Chase James, Richardson, and Powell for the Redbirds, and the 1-0 is in there for a strike. Davis Halstead, first time this season, is over at first base for Kirk, who comes out. And in right field is Giomar Santana, and the 1-1 is in there for a strike. It's 1-2. Santana coming in over Ritus' spot, subbed in for Morris Ellison. And the 1-2 just missed on the outside corner. Gianniscoli, fastball, 2-seamer, curveball, slider. And the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball on the infield of Myers. Myers corrals it, throws to first. Halstead getting some action and records out number 1. One out. Here in the top half of the 9th inning, Camden Richardson now with 1 away. Redbirds scored all 3 of their runs in the first inning. Since then, only 2 hits. No runs across, and the first pitch in there for a strike to Richardson. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch from Gianna Scully swung on, line drive into right field, a base hit. Camden Richardson with a 1-out single, and now the tying run coming up for the Redbirds in the form of Jackson Powell. Alex Gianna Scully, his last outing coming just a few days ago against Virginia Beach on Wednesday. 2 innings pitched. Gave up 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 strikeouts. Only recorded the strikeouts, but has thrown strikes, gotten outs. And a big cut and a miss. 0-1 to Powell. Singled his last time. Big cut on that slider. No balls and 1 strike on a Scully. Let's try and roll a double play here. The 0-1 inside. It's 1-1. Rams 4-game winning streak coming to an end last night. Looking to start another one here tonight. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball. It's 1-2. Looking to continue that winning streak against the Redbirds. 4 consecutive wins against Norfolk. And the Redbirds still yet without a win through their first 4. Now potentially 5 games if they can't come up with a few runs, even the 9th, as the 1-2 is inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Richardson at first and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Gianna Scully throws the gas past Powell, and there's 2 outs. And now Tyree Claxton, the final hope for Norfolk. Well, no, Sean Bell, excuse me. Bell coming in for Claxton. Sean Bell, the power-hitting left fielder. He takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Claxton started the game at DH. Had a few strikeouts. And now Sean Bell from Norfolk State. Down in the count, 0-1, and the pitch, swing and a miss. And the Redbirds are down to their final strike. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Over at first is Richardson, the tying run at the plate. 2 strikes in the pitch. Low, Winslow corrals it. Only 2 saves so far this year for the Clams. Both from John Horton. Gianna Scully going to change it and add his name to the list. Was the backup closer at the University of Lynchburg in the spring. And the 1-2. Swinging a foul ball. University of Lynchburg won 47 games en route to the Division III National Championship win over Johns Hopkins. Gianna Scully looking to put the Redbirds away. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Breaking ball high, almost got Bell. Bell started the first matchup between these 2 teams in left field. And he's up here, looking to keep the game going. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a pop-up. Shallow right field. Myers out, calling it underneath of it, and he makes the catch, and the ball game is over. The Steamers take down the Redbirds by a final score of 5-3. They bounce back after the loss last night to Clayton and take this one by a final score of 5-3, securing their 14th win of the season, 14-5 through the first 19 games, and continue their winning ways right here at historic Hicks Field. The winning pitcher goes to Hank Downham, tonight's Clamtastic player of the game as well. 5 1/3 innings out of the bullpen. 1 hit, 4 walks. He struck out 7 to keep the Clams in it, who scored 5 unanswered runs to finish the ball game off. The Clams next game will be tomorrow night right here at historic Hicks Field when they play host to the Outer Banks Scallywags. Clams get their 14th win and will continue their reign at the top of the PCL. Thank you all for listening to another broadcast on the Edenton Steamers Baseball. Jacob Smedley saying thank you so much for tuning in.